Welcome, SNCers and followers of the world. Yeah, a bit of a random first line, but welcome to the SNC Sunday Night Championship podcast. We'll be doing one of these each week, probably to review and preview each race. And with me, we have got Ben Milden.
Hello there.
Hello, Ben. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Are you looking forward to this season?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how we all cope with the new cars and how the teams get on. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty interesting season, I would have thought.
Yeah. Okay, so before while we start things off, we're just going to run through the runners and riders, and then we'll give you a bit of a preview of the first season, our predictions for the race, our predictions for the season, and just general bits and bobs, really.
Banter, really.
Say that again, sorry.
Bit of banter.
Yeah, we'll try and make it as enjoyable as possible. So, let's kick things off. To start off with Red Bull. So, in car number 7 we have Ben, yourself, and Rob McEwen.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of him. So, what are your thoughts on your teammate, Ben?
Well, I can't really broadcast those right now because there may be children listening. But seriously, he's a good driver. He's struggling a little bit to start with at the moment, but I know Rob, he'll find a way. And hopefully we can work together a bit better than we did last season. But yeah, I'll say we're looking okay. We're looking stronger than we probably did last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty happy with the car as well. So should be a good season.
Good. Are you actually scratch that, don't I? Yeah, I've completely lost my train of thought as I had a really good question, but now I can't remember it for shit.
No, I don't like tigers, and yes, you should get rid of the helmet. It's just it's so 90s, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so I think personally this is a very strong team. I think you're going to probably be in top 3 constructors. I reckon one of you, if not both of you, will get in top 5 in
I hope you're
drivers.
right.
Yeah, I bet you're hoping it's you and not Rob.
Well, yeah. I'll just knock him off if need be. I've done it enough times. I mean, yeah. Should be fine.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll move on to the next team, which should be Mercedes. And I personally think this is the strongest team.
Yeah, I totally
Andy
agree. I think,
and Steve.
I think Andy was possibly the fastest driver last season until he had his problems.
Yeah.
That's close enough to make that a lie. And Steve, obviously, I think again he's sort of in where Rob is at the moment. He's sort of not quite got the grips of the game, but isn't far off. But yeah, on paper, it's the strongest team, I would say.
Yeah, I've practiced with both of them quite a lot already.
Yeah.
And they are extremely fast. And yes. I'm not looking forward to being lapped by them.
Yeah. Well, Steve's obviously found a bit more pace than when I practiced with him, so yeah, definitely they must be the favourites for the constructors, I would say.
Yeah, I think Andy will be challenging for title as well, and I think Steve will be definitely top 5, if not top 3.
Andy's got the motivation of missing out last season, obviously due to circumstances beyond his control, and well, Steve's been improving for the last 2 seasons, so yeah, we'll see.
Cool. So let's move on to the next team, which I believe is Ferrari, which is me and Dean.
Yeah, they got no chance.
Yeah.
Top.
I mean, the first driver is obviously incredible.
A paid driver.
And a paid driver who can't afford his own wheel. Yeah. I believe I am the only controller user because I can't actually afford to buy a wheel. So
yeah,
I'm being paid to represent all the controller users.
Yeah, you just look good in the Ferrari gear. That's probably why you got the drive.
I look good in red. It brings out the blue in my eyes.
Yeah. That's the rumour.
Yeah.
And apparently you have a line of vacuum cleaners as well, hence the new nose cone on the Ferrari. So
yeah. I'm actually.
So hopefully you got the pad, so everyone's watching you to see how you get on.
Yeah.
And Dean was over a single lap the fastest guy in 2013. just never quite got the win. It's unlucky a lot of times.
Yeah.
But it's looking fast as well already.
I mean, Dean's always been very quick on qualifying. Sometimes lacks a bit of consistency in the race, which can be his downfall. But I think this year is going to be his year where he gets a few wins.
I agree, but also I believe the Ferrari to be one of the most difficult to drive.
That's why you put me in it, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much why we stitched it. I mean, put you in that car. Yeah, I think Dean will get handled a bit pretty quick, though. It is slightly tricky, but I think every car's got its little tricks that you need to unlock, really, to make them go fast.
Yeah, as for me, every time I feel like I'm improving, I just get slapped in the face because everyone else improves as well. So, I mean, the first half of the season's normally my weaker half. But hopefully, come the second half of the season, I'll be challenging for wins. And hopefully the whole season's wet, because what I've done so far, I've been very quick in the wet, because apparently the pad's a lot better.
Yeah, well, we actually saw Dean walking around the paddock earlier, and he seemed to have quite a bad back, and I think he'll have a bad back by the end of the season from carrying you, I would have thought. So,
cheers.
But honestly, I think you'll both be okay. I think the car will come good, and once you find the settings for it. So again, they could push possibly top 3 in the constructors.
Yeah,
like a dark horse.
Yeah, I'd hope so. Anyway, let's move on to the Lotus. So this is a completely new team.
Yeah.
Of Dylan Arkell and Neil Riley. Do you know anything of these guys?
Neil, I've seen a couple of times online. He started way up the pace, but he's recently got it down. I think he's just like a second and a half, I would say, off the pace, I would say. Dylan, not at all. So it's kind of hard to comment, but obviously it's good to have fresh people in the league. So
fresh blood.
Keeps it real. But yeah, I don't know what the car's like. Yeah, we just have to see how these guys develop, really.
Yeah, I don't think I've practiced with either of them. I might have, but I'm not sure.
I think
I might have practiced with Neil a couple once, but yeah.
Yeah, I've seen nothing of Dylan, but yeah, best of luck to both of them.
Yeah, so I think they'll be looking for podiums by the end of the season if they stick with it, because it is a very close league and anyone can actually get a podium, as I've proved in past seasons.
But yeah, if you've done it, then
if I've done it, anything's possible. Yeah.
We'll go for the shot.
I'm still looking for that elusive win though.
Yeah. Very elusive. You might get it for Christmas.
Hope so. Anyway, next team will be the McLaren of our reigning champion Gareth and number 43 Peter Becker. So obviously Gareth is going to be on it, as he is on every game in every season.
Yeah, he's he's a champion for a reason. Back-to-back champion, so it's not as if it's a fluke. And he's a fast guy. He's speed and consistency with Gareth. Clean driver. Basically everything you want to be in a champion, really. He is the benchmark for this season. Yeah.
And Peter is a long-term member of the league and is always in the mix for points.
Yeah, Peter turns up, gives his best every week. It doesn't always go his way, but he'll be just looking to improve. And for what I've seen of him online already, he looks faster than last season. So I think if Gareth can run with a couple of setups, maybe give him a bit of time to help him, they could be up there.
Yeah, I've only practiced with Peter once, I think, this season, so I can't really comment too much on his pace, but I can tell you Gareth is rapid already.
Yeah, Gareth's hit the ground running, as you'd expect. He's just a class act, isn't he? So we've all got to try that a little bit harder now to try and put the pressure on him. Yeah.
Okay, so I think they'll probably be challenging for the constructors.
Yeah, I think so. Depends, like I say, it all depends on if Peter can get the results as well, because Gareth wouldn't be able to do it alone, I don't think, with the strength of the Mercedes team.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting to see how much Peter obviously improves.
Yeah. Okay, so next team is the Sauber of Carl, whose surname deceives me,
Yeah, he didn't really give a second name, so I just went with Carl.
and Callum Johnson, our last sign up.
Yep.
So neither of Callum, I think I practiced with once. He would fit in.
He fits in, but he was some way off the pace, so obviously he's still got a few days to improve, but he needs a bit of pace, I think, just to get him in the mix to have fun. Really, you need to have a bit of a battle, and I think everyone's quite close. Carl, again, no idea at all.
No.
It's like a bit like Lotus, really. We just have to see how these guys develop over the season, really.
Yeah.
If Carl can grow a second name, that'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to racing the new guys.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So it's always an interesting challenge. You never know quite what to expect from them. So let's move on to the next team, which is Toro Rosso, and we've got another long-standing member of Graham Weston and Omari Watson, who is he a re-sign up or a new sign up?
Yeah, from what I saw on the sign-up page, everyone's welcoming him back. I personally don't know.
No, I don't either.
Sorry. So yeah, welcome back, Graham. Obviously, he's a bit like Peter. Really, it's be interesting to see if he can pick the pace up a bit more this season, and get the results he sort of deserves, really, for being in the league so long.
Yeah.
Say when he turns up, he gives 100%, just like the rest of them. So.
I've practiced with Graham already, and he's from what I've seen, he's quicker than he was in the last game.
Yeah.
And he's going to be challenging.
That'd be good to see him up there.
Challenging points, definitely.
Yeah, he's always put the effort in to come and drive, and sometimes, most of last season, he was finishing last or near the back. And it shows obviously a bit of character. If you keep carrying on turning up and you're at the back, it just shows he wants to improve. And rumour is Toro quite a good car, so he's got a good base to work with. See how it goes.
Yeah. Okay, so on to our final team, which is the Williams. Ben, your thoughts on Jeffrey Price and Gareth Williams?
Yeah, again, Jeffrey, another new guy. We seem to be collecting them, which is, like I said, it's always good for the league to have new people arrive as old people leave. So, yeah, Jeffrey, number 3. Again, we'll have to see how it goes. Another good car. We know that the Williams is a good car. And Gareth is a known quantity. We know that he can probably push Andy and Gareth all the way. I reckon over a course of a season, he's got to be the one that will push them.
Yeah.
He flashes of speed from Ferrari and Red Bull, but definitely I think Gareth's the one that can push him over a whole season. It's just a feeling I have, really.
Yep. I didn't really race Gareth much, but I know from what I've seen, he is definitely one challenging for the top 3.
Yeah, he's in there with a chance for Melbourne. Jeffrey, again, I say we really don't know yet. We'll have to mention him as the season goes on, really, and just see how he's getting on.
And I think Gareth's claim to fame is having the same surname as the car.
Yeah, he was over the moon about that.
It's a bit sad, really.
I think if he was in a McLaren, he would change his second name to McLaren. So
yeah,
it's just coincidence that goes. It's the luck of the draw.
Yep. So we're going to start talking about the first upcoming race, which is, of course, Australia. So, what you think? What are your thoughts about that?
Well, whoever beats Andy or Gareth, because they seem very similar in pace as normal, will win the race. But, I think it's going to be a hard fight for third. I think there's a number of guys that can push for that. And if it's a wet race, it's just it could be chaos.
It's going to be me if it's a wet race. Let's be honest.
Yeah, the pad user will rule. But I think you'll be your usual suspects up there. It'll be interesting to see who's the fastest out of the new guys. It'll be interesting to see if Rob's changed his helmet for the new season. But yeah, I mean, everyone's excited when it's a new season just to see what can happen. But first race is always a tricky one. Melbourne's not really a kind of track that tells you what's going to happen over a season because it's just a weird track like that. But my prediction, if you put me on the spot, would be Andy, Gareth, and then Gareth Williams, I would say.
Yeah, that's the top 3 I was going to say. But
I stole it off you then.
Yeah, but I definitely think being the first race, it's going to be very hectic.
Yeah.
And also because it's a new car, you're going to get a lot of oversteer and loose ends from the turbo.
The cars are nice to drive, but in a way that you kind of have to drive them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The previous
come.
games, it's kind of you got all the grip in the world, and you just got to steer and just get the right setup.
Yeah.
Now you have to think with how much throttle you're going to use, and when you're going to turn in. And yeah, it's a hell of a lot.
It's a lot like 2011. Yeah, I'd say quite a little bit like 2011, but it's kind of like you need to respect the cars.
Yeah.
But if you push them, they'll respect you, kind of. If you know what I mean.
It's a two-way thing. It's like a relationship.
Yeah.
Really. With a woman, if you push her, she's going to bite you. Maybe that's just the woman I've got the wrong woman.
Yeah,
but
you'd know about that, wouldn't you, Ben?
I can't possibly comment. It's a court case. I'm not allowed to say.
Of course. Yeah, so for the top three, I think we've gone for the same fit too. I'd say Steve would be challenging as well. I think basically whoever's most consistent.
Yeah, like I said, I think the top two are, if it's dry, I think fairly nailed on. And then I think there's going to be a mighty battle for third. I think us Red Bull boys will be in the mix there somewhere.
Yeah.
And with your starts, if you can find some consistency, you'll be in and around 10th or 11th, I would have thought.
Cheers. Yeah, just to warn everyone, my starts are rapid.
Yeah, they are pretty amazing. I'm not sure how you do that.
I'm going to say because I'm awesome. I mean, some people might disagree, but...
Sorry, I've got nothing to say. No, I think maybe that is an advantage of a pad.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to modulate the throttle or anything. It just does it for you, so off you shoot sort of thing. But
I might have to.
Yeah,
I might have to edit out my video so you don't see the start of how I do it.
Yeah, it'd just be turn one on, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Or the run down to the straight.
Yeah, but like on a serious note, I think everyone's going to enjoy it. I hope everyone can keep it clean, and the stewards aren't busy on Sunday night. So.
Yeah. Okay, so what's your thoughts on the season as a whole?
I think Monaco's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
all that power and no grip. It's going to be, But I think, as they say, the cream always rises to the top. So you'll have Andy against Gareth again, but I don't think they'll dominate like they did in the Williams days. I think every weekend you could have a different guy pushing them and possibly being faster. And now I've got my man cave. I hope to improve. So.
And of course, we don't know about the new guys either. The new guys could be.
That's the exciting thing.
Setting a pace out there. Yeah,
you don't know if there's like a guy that's quicker than those guys that makes them look silly, but I'd be surprised.
Yeah. So by the end of the season, I'm going to predict it will be. I'm going to go for Andy to win. Andy to win the season. Gareth second. And I'm going to say Steve as a third.
How much is he paying you to say that? Go on, be honest.
Well, not enough. I'm unemployed now, guys. So I'm unemployed, guys. So if you got a job out there,
I think
send it my way.
For the league, if Andy won, because I've started championships now, he should retire. Play golf. I don't know. Be a Playboy bunny, whatever he wants to do. But I think it'll be close between the two. I'll go with Andy just for so I think he deserves a championship. And then Gareth second, I think. Oh God, third's so hard. I'm gonna go with Dean.
Dean, yeah.
I think he'll get the handle on the car, and I know that he's fast. I know once he gets his qualifying sorted and just gets his consistency sorted, he's gonna be fast. So he's got the speed. It's just turning it into results.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Dean.
Okay.
I'm sticking.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that's just summed up everything you need to know for the start of the season. Hope you guys are all looking forward to it. If you do record, that's great. We're going to try and use as much of your clips as we can and to review the week's racing. So yeah, looking forward to seeing all of your footage.
Yeah. yeah, keep it coming. That's what we want.
Cool. So we'll sign out for now, and we'll speak to you next week, guys, with another podcast. See you later.
Enjoy Australia.